Fridays. So some weeks it'll be usually just me till Courtney gets home if she ends up coming in before I get off. I wanted to try to do at least a half an hour worth of lives, if not a little longer, maybe an hour, all depending on how much we have to talk about. If anybody's got any questions, what we can answer, stuff like that. Your hair looks like blondish red.
See, we can stop this right
Is it?
now. Which is the one with the laptop. If you wanna end that one, tell Kyle person to go to the other one.
Well, I thought I seen his comments on here. Well, we're gonna get off the one on my phone. We've got the other one running, so if you could jump over on that one, then we can see if it will start working right too, and your comments will come up so we can see that. So I'm gonna get off this one, and then we have this one on the laptop running, okay?
You know this? I'll do this one.
Hello, Olivia. How are you today? Brutus, it's okay. So we were just talking about hoping to do this every Friday at 8 p.m. But 8 p.m. is usually when I milk too, so I'm not sure how we're gonna do that after I start milking again. Hi, hi, cow person. I'm say Courtney's home.
Mom.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll try to figure this out every Friday. Elijah will have to show me again so I know how to actually get on here and whatnot.
We're busy.
No?
No.
That's, I mean, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Had a lot. That's pretty good. Yeah.
You forgot my
No, I didn't get to it.
Yeah, I know. I could remember your name because your name is the same as my brother's. That's how I can remember you. David said hello, Courtney. No, cow person, David. From Canada. She's just being a little like, oh, hi. We might have to get another chair. What's
freaking
this?
Nicole Rupert. So you know how when I always put up my hair and I leave my bangs down because my bangs are too short to put all the way back?
Yeah.
Apparently, you're not allowed to leave bangs down no more.
I know, Olivia. It is cold here in Michigan for sure. What are you doing? We're back. Elijah's doing something.
Alright, I'm gonna go for my stuff right remember.
Okay. So,
Look like swamp. Your teeth. I mean your toes.
you said teeth.
Yeah.
Um, I guess he doesn't want to be. Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it's hard to even get my husband on camera. And when I can, it's usually because I'm being sneaky and getting him on camera. See, when I started my YouTube channel back in 2018, he did not want to be on camera at all. And then he told me once we bought our property, which we bought this small farm here in 2020, that he'd be okay being on camera. So I've gotten him on camera quite a bit, but I've tried to convince him to come on the live with me, but I don't think he's gonna. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, Zeus, he's coming a 4-year-old in March. Elijah's trying to adjust the picture and everything here, so hold tight. He's still trying to fix stuff. He's trying to make it so I can read that better, which is fine, Elijah. I just have to get a little closer.
Stuff.
Yeah, Cowperson, you should, or David, or sorry, you should remember Zeus being a baby when we first picked him up when he was 3 days old. We actually had our babies, which was Ferdinand, which we lost him at, he was just over a year old to lungworms overload. Zeus, we picked him up at Country Winds. Mavis, Ariel, Elsa, Bella, and Anna. Elsa, Bella, and Anna were half Nubian and half Alpine. And we ended up, I had to make a hard decision to have to let them go. So I ended up just keeping my pure Alpines. And then Zeus and Lancelot, they're both French. Ariel's a French. Mavis is registered as an American, but she is out of French lines. Cal is a pure American. She's got no French in her. And then Odessa, my retired doe, she is registered as American, but has French. I've got a lady bringing 2 does over probably tomorrow to be bred to Lancelot. And
I'm not gonna mod for you.
If you don't get $15,
I don't care.
breed them to Lancelot, and then I have to move Zeus into the girls' pen since hopefully nobody. I'm mainly talking about Odessa doesn't come into heat while Lancelot's doing his job with the other ones, because I can't necessarily put Zeus in with like Jack and Jill, because Jack was being very mean to the boys, so I know that probably wouldn't be a good idea to try to do that again.
remember Zeus as a baby.
Yeah, and all the other goats. He's been, yes, David was one of my first subscribers to my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, he's a moderator too. That's why he's got that little thingy there, because Elijah made him a moderator. There's like a straw in front of your head. Will you show the visiting don'ts? Yeah, I will have them on a video when they come tomorrow. The one doe actually was brought here last year. It was a drive-by breeding, is what I called it. She was in heat. I took Zeus out. He bred her 3 or 4 times. She accepted them. Like how I know that they accept is when they hunch up after a doe breeds. She did that twice. I was hoping to see it 3 times, but he must have bred her 5 or 6 times, and she only hunched up twice. She ended up having a doe kid, one single doe kid, and they kept that doe kid. And they're bringing her and another doe that wasn't old enough to breed last year, but she is this year. So I told them, I gave them the choice. They could either breed both the does again back to Zeus, or they could breed to Lancelot. And she told me, make it up to me. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and just breed them to Lancelot since they've already got a daughter out of Zeus. And they don't want to deal with bucks at all. They said they got friends with bucks and they just don't want to deal with it. I don't know if maybe it's the smell or just just the thinking of maybe bucks are rough, but our bucks are big dogs. And then Courtney said that Zeus jumped over the fence when she had Brutus out with her, and he went in the buck pen when Courtney was feeding. And Zeus jumped over the fence into Jack and Jill's pen, and she had to get him out of there and put him back. She's like, "Mom, he seriously cleared the fence." Well, I guess when you're afraid of a dog, you're afraid of a dog.
A deer ran out in front of me and Billy, and her back leg was broken. It was like flopping all over the place.
You hit her?
No, he didn't hit her.
Oh, is it that one that we seen here with her leg flipping or flapping?
I don't
Is
know.
it the same doe?
It might be.
Where was she at?
So you go around here, and then it's that road that turned the guy that was walking.
Oh, in Pioneer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could have been her.
Probably because it was her back, I think, left leg, her back left leg.
Yeah, it was one of the back legs. I don't know which leg, but we didn't see her like at all last year. It seemed like we seen her once.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing. I mean, have somebody who would like to just keep breeding their does to our bucks. I'm eventually probably going to have to get a different buck because I'll be too closely related. Yeah. Well, I mean, if deers can clear 6 and 7 foot fences, why can't a goat? Because they're cousins.
County wins.
Yeah, your Elvis buck, he's actually, isn't he a cross? Is he a Nubian and Alpine cross, Olivia?
County wins. What does that sound familiar?
Country winds. That's because Zeus is a country wind,
Yeah, I was
Davis
gonna
is a
say.
country wind, and Ariel is a country
I
wind.
keep saying county.
Yeah. Lancelot's is a quarter mile. He's out of
Racehorse.
no. He's quarter mile registered out of Hudsonville. And then Cal is Granite Wishes out of Clarkson, I think, Michigan.
This is
They're
all-
like 2 hours east.
This is all reversed because technically I'm on this side,
yeah,
and you're on that side. And technically it's this arm that I'm moving, not this one. It's just reversed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got to switch because I'm actually.
Because I'm holding up my left arm right now. But I'm holding,
And it looks like you're holding your right arm.
Yeah.
And this is my left arm, but it looks like my right arm.
Yeah.
It's funny how things do that.
I'm so tired.
Well, you worked. She's a server, waitress, whatever you want to call it, at a family restaurant in Marcellus. And she said they were very busy tonight. And she told me before she got out of the Explorer, she's like, "Mom, I really hope I'm waitress."
First she was gonna put me on pizzas.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I think I made a pizza not big enough, so she was like, I'll just make pizza. I'm like, okay. I'm fine.
Really? We've got lots of things happening this year, hopefully, anyways.
100% I'll find I wonder if we're like if we're like slow because they reply like a little bit afterwards, like 2 or 3 minutes afterwards. So I wonder if we're not exactly live, but we're like, you know what I mean? Like maybe delayed.
Well,
sort
I think
of.
Elijah's got it so that the chat won't be like going real fast through that. He did that so I could see it better. Because some chats, if you go on some lines, well, they have a lot more people too, but there's like, you can't hardly read the chat because it's going so fast.
Yeah, she's gonna get a barn.
Yes, so I've got quotes on 2 different barns actually. One is just a steel building. It's completely steel. It's kind of like carport type building, but it's in huge. It's a 44 by 80, and I've got 10 box stalls running on, or sorry, 6 box stalls running on one side, 6 box stalls running on the other side. One side is just for horses, which will have a tack room and a grain room. The other side is for donkeys, the bucks, the does, a kidding area that the kids can run out, a milk cow, because I do want to end up getting a milk cow, and then my milking area, which would be like where my bulk tank will sit and stuff, and then a milking area, and then a birthing area. So in that area, there's like 20 feet that'll be completely open that will house my birthing area, milking parlor, and milk house part area. Now, the other building is done the same way, but it's post building, and that one's running about 80 grand, and the other one's running about 64. So now that we've got prices, my husband said he's not too sure about how realistic that would be this year because he really wants to get a skid steer, and that's something that's needed a little more. But I'm hoping that maybe somehow in God's plans that we could become rich enough that we could afford to put a barn up because it would be awesome. But in the middle of the barns, there's supposed to be an area that we could actually ride in with the Mustangs and do some training and whatnot. Courtney and I actually are going to become tip trainers. So that's something else that we've got going on this year that her and I are going to be doing. We're going to be going and picking up. Since she's a youth under the age of 18, she has to pick a wild yearling and then tip that for 100 days. And we take it to a show. And I have to either tip, they're between 2-year-old and 5-year-olds. And what the tipping is that they got to be halter broke, lift all 4 feet. You got to be able to lead them and then get them in and out of a trailer. So they got to meet those 4 criterias. And then we take them to the show. That's a 3-day event. And you got to do a lot of in-hand showing. And then there's a freestyle that you get to do. So we're going to do that. And then you can auction off your horse after that because right now we've got a lot of horses. So, and then Courtney got to feel her baby move in Cherry the other day, and her face was priceless. It was just amazing.
Josh said that they just had a class on
Who said that?
Josh,
Josh who?
one of my friends I took driver's training with.
Yeah, she told me that you would probably have to do it this spring
Why?
because when you actually got your,
License?
yeah. So I'm supposed to get a hold of them in March to class or to get you signed up for April. That's so Courtney can actually drive by herself. She doesn't have to have, well, she's still got to wait till she's 18. She's got to drive with a parent until she's 18, but if she's got her second segment, it'll help her get through that.
No, if I take my second segment, then that means I don't have to drive with a parent.
I'm
I don't
pretty
have
sure
to
the
wait until
secretary,
18. Let's just look it up. Because Josh said that his friend Tegan, when she went to our class, just got his license and he doesn't have to drive with his parents. Just like Chase. Chase is, I'm older than Chase.
yeah,
And he drives by himself.
I hope to. Chase does it. You're talking Stephanie's Chase?
Yeah.
I don't think he.
And he had the same license. Well, he got his license before I did too. And he said he's allowed to drive by himself too because he took the second class.
That might be true.
Are you allowed to drive by yourself after taking segment 2 class? Are you allowed to drive herself?
Yeah, but with our plans that we have doing this year, we're putting a new driveway in so we can get our pasture put in. My husband said that he doesn't think that we'll actually be able to put the animals out on the pasture because he wants it to grow and establish so it stops eroding the area out. Well, it looks like I'm pointing that way, but this way out there, where we did have the goats originally at and like a year ago's videos, that area, and then we're going to take it past the original driveway that we're driving on now into the other set of woods. That's going to be pasture too because we have to separate Hercules from the girls because he's supposed to be a gelding, but he does have a ball, and he very knows what a female is. So we don't need no babies right now, anyways. Like breeding to our other Mustang mares, we don't need that. So we definitely have to have him separated. And for Jill, she's coming around quite well. My daughter's a boy. I can't believe she just did that. She don't care. She just farted right there on the chair. It's like the same when we do our videos. I mean, I don't edit nothing. When you guys see a video, that's exactly what you're seeing. So if you got Courtney farting or something on there, or Elijah does, or Billy, I mean, I can't help it. I know.
I was always gonna say something about it.
Oh, yeah, we're actually planning to put a small pasture in too for the goats to be able. And yeah, we're getting a mini Jersey actually is what it is. I have a friend on Facebook that lives in Indiana that raises them. I think it's a something chocolate mini jerseys is what her Facebook page is, but I'm not for sure. He said who farted? Courtney did. That wasn't me. She's the boy. She
I feel like my face is on fire.
when she turns 18, she's gonna go work with Billy, and the way that she belches and just farts and whatever, it's like you're gonna fit in quite well with the constructor guys. He's just like
They were probably just watching the live and hears that. Oh my goodness! Holy macaroni!
yeah, it's pretty crazy. But as I was saying, we're planning to have pastures done out on the north side of the barn, which is where the goats, the cows, and the donkeys will be. They're going to be in their own. We're going to plant alfalfa and Timothy grass and stuff for them to graze on, but the goats won't be out all the time on it because that causes worms, and I don't want to deal with worm overloads. But they'll probably be out from at least when the dew's off till about a few hours, and then they'll be put back up. But they'll have a little area that they can go out of their stall with, into like a dry lot, and there'll be a gate on that where I can turn them out and let them graze if they needed. But the donkeys will be able to graze, and then the cow, she'll be able to graze. Courtney's still laughing.
I wish people are laughing their butts off.
Well,
The only 2 viewers we have.
that's okay. That's better than none.
Yeah, we can always count on Cal person.
Yeah.
Where's is Grandma watching?
I don't know.
She probably doesn't know how to comment. Should I ask Jimmy? Jimmy, how do you make the same comment? Or
Well, I don't
John?
know if she's seen us actually on the live the last time I did the live, or she actually seen the video afterwards because YouTube posts this
Oh.
afterwards.
What?
Yeah, it gets posted.
Go.
So I'm hoping that we can get quite a bit done this year. We've got a lot to try to do,
Let's go back and watch when it posts. Let's go back and watch it.
and then but you guys will be able to see all that because I'm gonna video as much as I can, and show you guys everything that's still getting done. I mean, I kind of sat back the other day and like just amazed about how much we've actually got done since we've been here, to a completely wooded property to what we've got done now, and just how we've got everything set up now. It's pretty amazing how much you could get done.
Put a teeter totter in the kids' play area along and a wood plank would work.
Yep, that's true. I can't keep a whole lot of kids because I got to keep my numbers down so it's easier for me to
A log.
milk.
British. You know.
Because when I was milking last year, I was milking 22 does, and that took a lot out on me. It was a lot, and having to deal with my RA and everything. But I do know that I want to keep a couple doe kids out of Ariel for sure. Cal definitely because she's a heavy milker. She usually throws me a sun glue with and Sam Leger with Zeus. She throws pretty flashy kids. But Ariel, I'm pretty sure I'll get the Clou Blancs or Clou Blues no matter what because I've had her bred to him 3 times now.
Clou Blancs.
Clou Blancs. That's the white.
Clou Balls.
And black. She's a Clou Claire though.
British.
Or a light Chrisman. Courtney just took away the dog's food and water. So they'll stop eating.
They're so annoying.
Look, he's eating the stuff that's laying on his dish down pan. He's like, I will show you. I can still eat. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up definitely keeping some kids out of Ariel. Probably one out of Cal. Probably one out of Mavis if I could have one. I'm not supposed to keep a whole lot. I didn't want no more than 6 milkers at a time. But I've only got 4 does total, so we'll see. I just want to try to build my French herd up. And the only way I can do that is keeping the doe kids out of Ariel and crossing them back with be Lancelot, and then taking Lancelot and breeding him with her, and then if they had a daughter, then taking that daughter and crossing it back with Zeus, and then I'm done crossing unless I breed. Like, I could breed again back to vice versa and keep the lines like a line breeding. I could do it that way, but then I'd probably be getting too close and have to add another buck. But our bucks aren't going to go nowhere. Everybody that we got will be here forever, even if I have to retire them.
That's what you said about the twins. Now look where they're at. I don't even know where they're at.
She's on her phone. Elijah, he left. He just like.
That's because I stole a spot.
I wasn't sure if we should have set this up at the bar stools. Well, we'll probably try to do this in a different spot next time, but yeah, it's a good thing. My hips are already hurting. We've went from, I think the most we've had so far is 3.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I saw. Calperson's not on it. Comments.
No, that's because he's listening. I'm not sure if Olivia is still here or not. Olivia, you still here?
Alright, like next time, come on. She like, quick, show me how to comment on this phone.
I'm not even sure, like.
Man, it smells like
Well, you did fart 5 minutes ago. Probably lingering. But, What is that Mountain Dew that you guys?
Major Melon.
Yeah.
Major Melon.
Has anybody tried that? Mountain Dew Major Melon? Courtney is like, she just had to let Billy try it. And now he really likes it. Huh. She's in a daze.
No, I just tried farting again.
What?
I just sound like my deadly one.
Oh, goodness.
Courtney can name the few full Cheyenne.
Actually, she's got
Shaney. Cheyenne.
Tell David what you want to name the babies. Or the baby, whatever it ends up being.
If it's a girl, her name's gonna be Shitball.
No.
It's gonna be Pegasus. And if it's a boy, it's either gonna be Diesel or Brother. I'm stuck on Diesel for number 1, and then Brother for number 2,
Yep.
and then Pegasus for the girl.
So, we are pretty sure it's going to come out as either a sorrel or a chestnut, but we're really hoping for a red dun because Blaze,
Yeah, I love.
the stallion, he has actually thrown dun factoring to his foals, even though he's
All
not
of them.
he's not a dun, but his grandmother was a red dun, so I think that's where he actually gets it from.
He's thrown them to all of the fools. They've all had dorsal. Even Biggin, he had a red dorsal stripe.
Biggin was a red dun.
Yeah.
Biggin was a big colt. That he was like,
I remember he ran me over.
he was a big colt. But Blaze usually throws his full Blaze. You got a picture of him that you could show real quick?
Yeah.
And then he's got 3 white socks, and he usually throws either that front white sock or he throws one of his hind white socks. She's got to go through her upteen million pictures.
There's all pictures of him.
Either her and Cherry or Brutus.
Yeah. Or their truck.
Or maybe her kitten.
Yeah, no,
Samson. Samson.
So I keep thinking of Otis.
Those little Siamese kittens that were they're down in the basement. Dixie's last litter. Billy didn't want to put them outside because he didn't want them to get lost and then it being cold. So we're just keeping them in the basement probably till spring. I want to get them all fixed. But that's pretty pricey.
I want to keep the kids on the inside. That was when I was really little, but that's what Blaze looks like.
So you could see his full white Blaze though. He likes to throw that off. You got a body picture of him so we can see that? I don't have one. I do on my Facebook page.
I don't know this one.
Well, that doesn't show his body though.
Now you guys can see how fast that's going. We're like home, but let me see that.
Yeah, he's meant to run. So this baby, with him being a full-blooded quarter horse,
Oh, I do have.
and then Cherry being quarter and draft, the baby should be 75% quarter horse and 25% draft.
There's Blaze. Running.
What are you riding?
Cherry. That's what Blaze looks like.
Yeah, he's a gorgeous stallion. So we're hoping that the baby turns out something similar to him.
Look at him curl his head.
I know. David said, really running? Yep. She was hauling butt.
When we were chasing Diamond, I went like down the road, and I thought they meant. When Mom was talking about Diamond being in a field, like she ran over to the other field, I thought she meant like all the way down the road. So I ran all the way down there for no reason, just for Mom to come get me in the Explorer, and she was running behind me, and there was someone behind Mom in the truck. They probably thought that mom's trying to run me over. But we go and turn on our road that we live on, and we're like whole butt down it.
Yeah.
I didn't let him go all the way out because I didn't know how he was gonna react because I didn't have my dad's bit in, so he doesn't really. At the time, he wasn't really
Responsive enough.
in a like mild bit that I had him in because I just introduced it to him. So I kind of held him back when honestly we were going like 35.
I held back a ways from him because I didn't know like what he would do. He's totally traffic safe and everything, but I was doing about 35 miles an hour, and she was probably
Like 40.
3 or 4 horse lengths in front of me, running because I ended up telling her where Diamond actually had ended up at. This is when Diamond got loose 9 days. No, it wasn't even 9 days. It was like a week after we brought her home.
Dad got her around the tree somehow.
Yeah, her dad got the lasso and tied her to a tree.
Somehow. Beauty, Dad said she would run with Diamond until she like couldn't run.
Yeah, I know those people that were chasing her said that their horses couldn't even keep up with her.
I know.
They had older horses, so I think,
Yeah, but Beauty's old and still beat Debbie.
yeah, I forgot Beauty was in her 20s.
But Beauty was a racehorse. She was fast.
Yeah.
Like her grandpa.
She was actually on the track, quarter horse track. They actually weighed her down to make her slower and got banded off of the track for doing that.
Oh, so they got caught cheating.
Yeah.
So they said, nope, can't run, can't race no more.
So she went through 10 owners from the time when I bought
We
her.
got 4 viewers.
When I bought her at the auction. So I was just like kind of shocked that she had gone through so many owners.
I'll show you what Beauty looks like.
Well, she's dead now, but
Yeah. She died in early of 2020. You guys want to see a funny picture?
it's weird because when I show Cherry on our videos, she doesn't look that big for being pregnant. But if you were to see her in person, she's huge.
She looks huge in that picture. She's a tank.
Yeah, her
She's like a
belly's just sticking.
bulldog.
Her belly's just barely sticking out, but she's like, her belly's really low like this now instead of being wide out because she's a maiden mare. What, Cherry's 10
That's
years
Beauty.
old?
That's Beauty. That's when we first got her back. Like when Dad first got her back. When my dad first did.
She was bred to Blaze too and had a beautiful little filly.
Yeah. Here it is.
David said, love the pick.
Oh, there's Beauty again. I was carrying my nephew in that video. He's right there. I was carrying him. That was his first time he rode a horse. Well, there's Blaze.
Just hanging out.
Yeah.
He was one of the most easiest stallions you guys would ever meet.
There's a picture of Elijah riding him when Elijah was like really, really small. Like Elijah was like.
That's when Blaze was just a 2-year-old.
Elijah was probably like what, 3 or 4?
Something like that. Then back down to 2 people.
There's me and my nephew again. I miss him so much. I only got to meet him 3 times.
That would be Courtney's older brother.
His son.
His son.
What is this?
We've been on the live for almost 40 minutes. Woohoo! This is kind of cool that we've been here this long.
How long were you on last time?
28 maybe? 30s? I can't remember. The lives, I either want to go 30 minutes or an hour, so since we've already
I'm getting pretty tired.
that 40-minute thing here, I guess we'll just do it for another 10 or 15 minutes and then we'll call it a night.
I'm gonna go off here in a few minutes because I'm pretty tired. I'm just trying to find
Do you work tomorrow?
Yeah.
What time? Evening?
Yeah.
Do you work Sunday?
Actually, she's like, so I'm working tomorrow, right? And she's like, I don't know. I'm like, you already took my Thursday away. Don't take away my Saturday. I need money.
You're
Money,
making look. You're making a shake.
money.
Oh, you gotta love kids. They're something else. You could just see the top of Courtney's nose and up.
Watch your hair.
That thing looks like it's half dead.
Yeah, it has hairs in it.
That's gross looking.
You guys want to see something? This is what my humor is. Okay? This is my humor. I guess you guys get one. No, turn volume on.
Well, you're right on one of those. It is one of those.
Look at him joke!
Oh, we're not. You can't show this one.
Look at him joke!
You'd probably get banned for showing
Yeah.
that one. Dark humor.
I can't say what it is yet. I can tell you what his name is, though. His name's
Is
Captain.
a new animal a goat or a horse?
Yep. His name is Captain.
We can ride this goat. If that's anything, we can ride this goat.
No, you can't ride it. It's not broke.
Yeah, we gotta train the goat first. Maybe have to.
We did find out, though, Meg. I've got pictures of her in the wild. Actually, let me see if I can pull them up. She was actually born in the fall of 2019, so she's actually coming a 3-year-old this fall. The BML says she was born in 2020, but I have a lady that actually is out and has been photographing that herd at Lost Creek in Wyoming because she lives in that area. She photographs all the wild horses out there. So, I actually have pictures of Meg before she was captured. So there she is.
Probably I think it's a horse.
Right there. That's Meg last year before she was captured. And then this is her sire. This blue roan stallion right there. That's her sire. Her mother is a black mare, which I think I have a picture of her and her mother. They're not the best. Right here. This is her mom and her. You might be right. Let's just say that, David. You might be right.
We are winning!
But so we're hoping to try to get Meg started this year under saddle. My husband's hoping to ride Hercules this year. Start him under saddle. We're hoping to get Jill started under saddle. We have quite a few horses to start under saddle this year. Meg's sire was beautiful. Yeah, we know Meg's a looker. Can't wait to see what she actually sheds out to this year. She'll be mostly white, or she's got some type of a dorsal stripe on the back of her, but it doesn't go all the way up her butt. It just starts at the top of her butt and comes down.
First doe of the season. Couldn't be more happier.
That is a donkey.
I know.
Why would they shoot a donkey?
They probably thought it was a deer. Jill somewhere bigger than that. Yeah.
Yeah, she is. He's like, I think 34 to 37 inches tall, and she was 11 hands when we got her, but I know she's bigger than that now. We should tape her and actually see how tall she
If
is.
she'd let us.
Yeah, that's another thing. I got a video coming out of that too. We taped everybody and weighed them with a Jeffers weight tape for horses. So we wanted to see how accurate it was. And of course, Hercules is our biggest horse we have, weight wise and height. Cherry is our second biggest horse, height and weight. And then Diamond is our third heaviest horse in weight, but not in height. Actually, Miss Meg is taller than Diamond. So, but Meg's still growing. She's 14'1", 750 some pounds, I think you said it
She's
was.
not far behind Diamond.
And Diamond
Big fatty.
measured at 13.3, but it just depends where she's standing, because I measured at 13.3 and I measured that at 14 hands, but she's 950 pounds. She's a little pudge. Yes, Jack is a mini for sure.
Hey y'all, T-Han. Homestead.
Hi, how you guys doing?
You missed the fun. Cow person's witnessed it all.
Yeah.
I need some water.
Yeah, Jack is a mini donkey.
His
He's-
dad must start bleeding.
He's 16 years old. He's actually with him being a stallion, he doesn't act too much like a stallion being around Jill. Yeah, he does bite her quite a bit. Dude, you can have that. He gave that to me. I didn't like it. I didn't drink half of it. I just took a sip out of it. Yeah, that's where Billy left it. He gave that to me and said, you can drink the rest of this. I don't want it. Do you still ride Zeus? We will after he stops peeing on himself. Because
Lancelot every day.
yes, every day he's trying to ride Lancelot. They're peeing on each other because they're still in full rut. The boys stink really bad. And if you touch them, I'm talking with your hands, it is harder than heck to get that nasty scent off your hands.
The cow rider.
Hi.
we have two cow people now. Hello, Atlee Cow Rider. Cow person and cow rider had to fight.
That's David. We call him David.
Yeah, cow person's David.
Yeah, David. But yeah, we will ride Zeus later after the whole rut is done and over with. And he gains his weight back from being in rut because he's lost about 20 pounds or so.
Is cow person a member?
No, he is a moderator, not a member of the members.
You aren't a member of the members.
No,
Why?
because.
You still get to see the videos?
No.
You're missing out.
Only members get to see the videos.
Cow person. I would expect you to be a member. You used to ride cows growing up, huh? Yeah. As soon as we get our beef cow, I'm riding it. I'm putting saddle on everything.
I used to ride a pig. We had a big sow.
I used to ride. What did I used to ride?
I think I rode a cow too once, but
Didn't I used to ride something that wasn't a horse?
no.
I used to ride a cat.
She's silly.
This is a perk of having me as a dog, right? I make you laugh. I entertain myself. That makes other people laugh. I do it for myself. That makes other
Yeah, that could be true too.
I can be a comedy like Kevin Hart.
But to recap, we've got 2 horses that are going to be started under saddle this year, and Jill, our donkey. So we'll have a lot more of our
3.
ride donkey videos
3.
coming up for our members.
3. Jill,
Yeah.
Mystery, and
No.
Hers.
Oh no, Meg, because she's actually a coming 3-year-old, so we can actually start her under saddle.
Billy, you mean? Billy's not gonna let us work with her. She's his horse.
I've been doing all the work with her anyways.
Does that mean I'll be the first one to get on her?
I don't know.
Oh,
But
guarantee I'm gonna be making
I
her.
don't know if we're actually
We're
gonna
gonna run down the road. I cannot wait to see how fast that puppy can go.
She's not a puppy. Meg is a very spirited horse.
How
for
was
sure.
the pig riding? Didn't think it was possible. I don't remember because I don't have PayPal or a credit card. I was a member. Oh, if I was a member.
I don't know. I think I was 7 years old. The pig seemed like she was huge. I could barely see over her back.
Mom said she was 6 feet long.
She was a very long pig.
Oh, that's as long as a human being. I don't think it's possible.
No, she was a really big sow.
Can't you make cow person into a member for free? Like just put him in.
Mm-mm. I don't know how you could do that.
I bet you could. Because cow person's been with us and still with us to this day.
Yeah.
Cow person will be able to
Devoted.
Cow person will be able to say, yeah, we'll be like having 1 mil in like a few years. He'll be able to say, yeah, I was with this YouTube channel when they were down in the dirt. I was
When I
still by
first
their
started.
side.
Yeah, because when I couldn't even figure out when I first started, and then David, he put it up there on the exact day that my first post was, and I didn't even know how to figure that out. And he knew.
We got 6 viewers. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we've only been on here 52 minutes, but hey, it's okay.
Yeah, we got another 8 minutes and then we're out. Time to go to sleep.
Yeah, we got a lot to do tomorrow.
What? Like what?
Move wood.
Well, that's gonna be easy.
We gotta move it.
As long as
from-
Billy's in a good mood.
we gotta move it from all the wood that's up here
Then we'll be
to
in a
back
good
over
mood.
there.
We'll all be in a good mood.
And I'm not sure what he wants to do with the split stuff yet, or he wants to move that. But yeah, it's
7 viewers.
it's fun, and we're just hoping to get everything done this year. And only 14 days till kidding season, which we'll have babies pretty soon. Courtney's mare's due in about 3 months. 3 or 4, somewhere around there.
May.
Because she ran with the stallion in May through June. So, like,
Maybe even before.
so it could be anywhere between the end of March through April, possibly into May. So, but it's definitely active. You can feel it.
Yeah, I thought it's or something.
Which the expression on her face was priceless. You should have seen it. She's like, "Oh, I felt it, Mom."
When did you first get Jack? Last year? Last summer?
We moved in here in June 2020, and I think
We kidnapped him.
no, we bought him from the kill pen.
We shoved him in the back of the Explorer in the trunk.
We put him in the Explorer in the
I
hat.
bet I have a
I had to
video.
put my seats down,
Find a video.
put him in the back. I think we got him in August of 2020, I'm thinking. Well, we enjoyed talking to you too. Jack is an old man. Not really. He's 16 this year. We weren't actually sure how old he was when we first got him too, because we checked his teeth, and I'm pretty accurate when it comes to looking at horse teeth, and I knew he was between 10 and 15, but I wasn't sure, like when. But then we had the dentist come out, and I had them check his teeth to make sure he didn't have any sharp points or anything, and the dentist said that he was 15 last year, so that makes him 16 this year. No, it was not, actually. We wanted to see if he was broke to ride, so that's why we tried it. I really want to make him as a cart to pull a cart, but
What's our intentions to ride him? The reuse.
Jill is mainly going to be our riding donkey because she's a lot bigger than him. Not that he can't handle 120 pounds or so, 150, because he's a chunker himself. Donkeys are very strong.
They probably weigh as much as she does.
I mean, they're very strong. Jill just needs a lot more gentling still done to her, a lot more just interaction with humans because she is a wild burro, which she is coming along. But we still have just a little more stuff to have to just do with her before we can actually just start working with her with riding. Jill is, when we first got her, she was 11 hand. She's grown since then. I was just saying earlier in the video that we need to actually tape her and see what she actually is, if she would allow us to do that. That's the thing, is allowing us to do it. She is very timid when it comes to that kind of new stuff to her. Oh, that's cool. Do you see that?
Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
Totally.
We had intentions of getting another donkey that I was going to adopt that went to a tip trainer. And her name was going to be Jenny. But she ended up, body condition was too poorly, and she's
My horse is awesome. So many people have supported me got me to this point.
I'm gonna show you how great I am. Great I am. Great I am. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Hello, how are you?
Richard! Richard.
And Jill, she is a coming 3-year-old.
This is my pet turtle. That was my pet turtle. I once had a cow. I like to steal my hankies. I used them when I was a young boy. I left whenever it happened. Oh, there's Frankie.
House tongues are like rough like sandpaper. My dad worked on a dairy farm when I was growing up, so we dealt with cows quite a bit, especially with ones that the farmers didn't want to keep no more. Bull calves, we ended up with those.
Oh, Richard. Cow person, copy after me. Let's go, Richard. Let's go. Let's go, Richard. Oh. Cow person, copy after me. Let's go, Richard. Let's go.
David, what's called David.
I call him cow person. A hedgehog. Cute. Is it a paint?
Oh, like a painter turtle.
I don't know. We found it on the side of the road, so.
That's probably what it was.
He had red on his shell.
Yeah, there's painter.
You want to see my hedgehog? This is my hedgehog. Try those peaches.
Meow, meow, meow. Saying the same thing. You can always adopt one, a wild burro. They have to be in a 4-foot fence, which is like cattle panels. They're pretty timid though, to try to get used to you. But if you got them they got to be in a 20-foot, 400 square foot area to.
That's Jack, the first day we got him. We hauled him. That was 27:31. That was on the 31st.
Okay,
That was
July 31st then is when we got him. Man, he looked like old
Yeah.
there, rough.
yeah.
He was very rough when we got him. Skinny, long, curled up like hooves, and he was in rough shape. And now he's just a fat mini donkey.
Yeah.
He's ornery too. Don't let that little cute face tell you anything different, because he's an ornery little donkey. He likes to talk all the time.
Let's see, boys.
Mosquito bat. Did it hurt?
You should show that to them.
What happened right there? Mosquito bat.
That's
What
Blaze.
was it? Mosquito bat. Mosquito bat. Did it hurt? Yep.
Funny. Ah, I see. Could always have it shipped. I know people have them shipped.
The donkeys?
Yeah.
In a package in a box.
No, like even the wild Mustangs, they get shipped overseas.
Oh.
I'm sure it probably costs a fortune, but I know it does happen. That's William. No, he's inviting Elijah because Elijah's got his Xbox stuff on here. Plays cows, horses, goats, pigs. I'm surprised we didn't even ride the chickens. Right? That's funny.
Right, the chickens.
Our chickens are too, they think they're lap chickens. And our turkeys are just something else.
One of our turkeys is bi. Thinks it's a boy.
That would be,
Huey.
Kiwi. We thought she was a Tom for the longest time because she strutted around like one. Right? We don't have no sheep. I'm not too interested in sheep either. Not that I'm saying that they're bad or anything. I'm not a sheep person. Well, everybody, I think we'll get off here and join us next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. We're going to try to do this every week now. Just try to chit chat, and if you got questions, we'll answer as long as we can answer them. And then we'll see you guys all next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channels if you guys haven't already. We post videos every single day, and our videos are what you see is what you get. I don't edit nothing. What I video is what you get. We're as real as family can come, and that's about what you can see, like Courtney farting on the live here. It's just how we are. So I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight, and we'll see everybody on next Friday, but we'll see you tomorrow in our next video. Stay safe, and we'll see you again. God bless. Okay, let's see.
That's gonna be awkward trying to end it.
I know.
She doesn't know how to end it.